Hello, so I'm here today with the Sony Reader Pocket Edition, the PRS350 in pink, and I'm going to open it up and show you what comes in the box, but also some of the cool new features and what we've done to actually enhance the reader experience for customers. So let's check it out. So the Reader Pocket Edition is a very popular model for us last year, and with this new fall 2010 model, you're going to find there's some really cool intuitive things that we've added. When you open up the box, you're going to get your USB cable. This is what you're going to use to be able to plug it into your PC or Mac to be able to charge your battery, but most importantly, get your books off the reader store onto the digital reader. Then you'll get a couple manuals in here, so you'll get a little guide talking about how to browse PDFs. We've really enhanced the PDF experience on the new Reader Pocket Edition, product registration page, a little bit about the guarantee, and a quick start guide that's going to explain a little bit on how to get started with your reader very quickly in a couple different languages. So let's actually open up the reader and turn it on for the first time and show you what the reader experience is all about. So I have the pink one here with me. This is going to come available actually in a pink and a silver. And one of the big things you'll notice right out of the bat is it's extremely small and extremely lightweight. We really wanted to change the form factor on the new Pocket Edition and really be able to actually use it by its name. It's made small enough that you can throw it in your jacket pocket, carry it around in your purse, briefcase, so on and so forth. So we really want to be able to bring your reader with you anywhere and everywhere. So it is one of the smallest and lightest 5-inch readers on the market. And when you turn it on, you'll be greeted by a couple really great things. Some of the things that we've done is we've enhanced the memory. We've gone up to 2 gigs of internal memory, which will allow you to store up to 1,200 ebooks, EPUB format, off our reader store onto the reader. And also one of the big things that we've changed is the user interface, and what you'll find is that it's far easier to navigate than it was before, and the screen is going to be phenomenal in terms of the detail and quality. We're using a new e-ink technology called Pearl, which is going to give us 16 levels of grayscale. Really what that means to you is you get far better contrast, better battery life of course, but also you're going to have a better visual experience, which will allow you to use your reader in any lighting condition possible, even in direct sunlight. So there's no excuse for you not to bring your reader with you anywhere and everywhere. And what we've done is one of the big things too is that it's got a full touchscreen interface. So last year we had a series of buttons which made our reader larger. This new model here is going to allow us to be able to go in and adjust anything we want by simply touching the screen. So by simply pushing the button here, now I can go in and I can actually read the full manual that's installed on the reader. Because it's a touchscreen, it allows us to go in and navigate the reader very easily by simply swiping my finger across the screen, just like I would if I was reading an actual book. So again, we've really made it very tactile and very user-friendly for anyone to be able to pick up one of our readers and use it. Features that we've borrowed from our higher-end Touch Edition from last year, so things like the zoom capability that allows us to make the font size larger. I can go from a small font to a larger font simply by tapping the button, and now I have an extra large font that anyone will be able to read seamlessly and no problem. If I don't want to use the touch by swiping my finger, I still have the 2 swipe buttons here, which allows me to change pages by simply pushing the left and the right key. By simply hitting the home key, it'll bring me back to my home page. One of the other great things that we've changed this year is with our books, for example. You can see we've added all the cover art, and because we have that higher detailed screen this year, this is a great add-on because visually now you'll be able to see the covers of your books, and it's going to be a really neat way of organizing it. And just like prior readers, you can really edit and adapt and change the reader to your liking in terms of customizing it. You can adjust everything by organizing your books by author, by the date you put them on the reader, by alphabetical order. So the options are quite endless in terms of how you want to be able to organize everything. So you have the whole sort function here, search. You can delete books directly from the reader. This orientation view is really great because if you wanted to change your orientation on how you're using your reader, you can flip it here now to a landscape type view and be able to use your digital reader that way. So again, a lot of personalization available on this year's new readers. We'll flip it back to the vertical setup. By simply hitting the home button again, it's going to bring me back to this main screen. You'll notice that we have a section for periodicals. On our reader store you can get some periodicals like the New York Times, the Chicago Tribune, and so on and so on. And we're growing this regularly, adding new periodicals as often as we can. There's a collections option here, so if you're going to be downloading a collections of books, it's going to store it for you there. All your notes, anything that you mark up on in your books, or anything, or PDFs for example, you'll be able to find them all here in this notes section. I'll go back to home. The applications menu is something that you may go into quite often to check out some of the cool new apps that are built in. Things like the pictures. Because we've gone to a 16 level of grayscale screen, the detail is phenomenal even for black and white. And because of these photos that are on here now, you can go and do things like slideshows, and we'll show you a cool mode that's built in when we turn the reader off. In the sleep mode, it does a custom slideshow of your photos. So great idea to put some of your really good detailed photos on here and be able to enjoy them. Also, when you go to the applications menu, you'll find that you'll also have your handwriting. So if you go in and actually doodle anything, again, this will be stored on your reader for you to be able to look at any time, as well as be able to download to your computer. Furthermore, there's a full handwriting application. So if you go in and you wanted to write anything on the screen, you can seamlessly write anything you want. Let's go back here, take a look at some of the other cool things. The dictionary is a great thing that's obviously been added on. You can use the dictionary one of two ways. You can manually go into it here. It has 2 English dictionaries, as well as several, up to 10 English translation dictionaries, and I'm going to show you where you can access that. But by simply just typing in a word, you can go in and it actually self-populates as you write. So, whoops. Reader. And it'll automatically be able to find any of your dictionary terms that you're looking for. So let's go back to the home menu, because I'm going to show you another application where you'll be able to take advantage of using the dictionary. If I go in and I want to look at a book here and I don't know what a certain word means, by simply going in and tapping a word, at any time it's going to come up and you'll be able to actually find the dictionary meaning for any word that's on the screen. So there you go. So some really cool features that you can take advantage with the dictionary by simply double tapping any word on the screen, and it'll automatically be able to bring it up. Let's go back to the home menu again. We're going to go here to the settings menu. And this is where you can go in and do things like general settings. So again, if you want to adjust your date and time, the format in the date and time, the way you have your page turn gestures, so if you want to go from left to right to left, you'll have full control of being able to do that as well. The language of your menu, so again, if you want to adjust between English, French, Dutch, Spanish, Italian, several different options. Your screen orientation, your keyboard, and so on. By going into Applications Preferences, this is where you'll be able to go in and actually look at your dictionaries. So this is where you can actually go in and adjust between the 2 English dictionaries, the Oxford American Dictionary and the Oxford Dictionary of English. But also now you'll have a French to English dictionary, English to French, German, and Spanish, Italian, and the list goes on and on. So several different options to be able to go in and customize that dictionary to your liking. Initialization is where you'll go in and actually adjust the touch screen for the first time. So to make sure that when you push onto the touch screen, you're going to be hitting the most accurate point on the screen. And one of the big things that I've noticed from this year's readers is that they're very responsive, very quick, and being able to surf from menu to menu is very easy and very seamless. So that's the Reader Pocket Edition, the PRS350. It's going to be available in pink and silver very, very soon. Definitely check it out at your local Sony style store or online. And when I turn it off, I'll show you here where you have this really cool standby mode that it goes into a slideshow of your photos, and it's a great power saving feature as well. So that's the new Pocket Edition reader from Sony.